actually like, hurt. And that's not a good thing for a game. But yeah, so if you can find on PS3 360, then the only problem I guess it would have is the AI for a lot of the time. There weren't a whole lot of varying enemies, if you noticed. That's another issue I could think of. There was only like 3 different enemy types. You had your basic enemies that only existed to have the shit beat out of them. Then you had like shielded enemies, which weren't that hard to deal with. Those shielded enemies could also fall into the first type. You also had... Okay, so I guess you could say there's 4 types if you want to count shielded enemies as their own type. But then you also had the ones that could block themselves, like they were a bit bigger. And then you had the giants that you could finish off with grab attacks. So I would have liked to see more enemy design, especially later on in the game when they could really, take advantage of some of these villains and their minions and whatnot. Yeah. Whew. As far as all the games I've Let's Played, this one's actually pretty fun. I mean, usually, this is my first Spider-Man game I've Let's Played. And, oh god, what the hell is with that picture of Carnage and whatnot? Oh god. That's kind of funny. Dedicated to all our friends and families for the support, patience, and love. Aw. Glad I caught that. That's cool. I love it when games in their credits put that in. Like in Sonic and the Black Knight, they put like the dedicated to all our fans for supporting it or something like that. I love that kind of stuff. Serious feeding his little fish.
So, what'd I miss?
What the?
Enough said, kids.
What the
Enough
fuck was
said.
that? Huh? I don't care, it's the credits. Why do I need the Wii remote? I don't. You can't do anything with it here, so don't tell me communication with it went away. I don't care. It's the credits. I don't need the Wii remote. It's not one of those games where I can interact with the credits with the controller. Neil Patrick Harris. That's a very well-known voice actor. What other voice actors are there that can... Jim Cummings, I've heard of him quite a bit. Steve Bloom. Nolan North, I think I saw up there before it went away. Stan Lee is himself. Of course, because what else does Stan Lee play in anything but himself? Seriously, like, every Marvel movie that has a cameo of him in it, he's playing himself. Like, has he ever played someone that wasn't him? I mean, granted, I'll probably list him as something else, like, Amazing Spider-Man or something. It might list him as, like, the guy in the library listening to music or whatever. Or janitor listening to music. I don't remember what the hell he did in that. You know, and in X-Men 3, list him as dude watering his garden. Whatever. I mean, yeah, out of all the games I've Let's Played so far, I think this is my first, not all my first Spider-Man game. Would this fall into my first beat-em-up? No. Well, kinda? Depends. What the hell would you classify Family Guy Back to the Multiverse? I don't think you'd count that as a beat-em-up, but what the hell would that fall under? Arcade shoot? I don't know if you can really call, like, would you just call it a third-person arcade shooter? Maybe? I don't know. If that doesn't fall under beat-em-up, then this was my first beat-em-up I've Let's Played, and I enjoy this genre. I love beat-em-up games. They are the best. I love them. I also, well, was this my first Wii game? I'm trying to think. It's hard to remember all the games I've Let's Played. See, I've done a couple PS2 games. done one GameCube game. Yeah, this was also my first Wii game I played through. Or Let's Play it, or whatever. And it wasn't really the best to show off for the Wii, but whatever. This is a game that I think deserved more attention. Mostly because I keep hearing a lot of people give it shit, but then again I also hear people say it's great. The biggest issue I think anyone could have going into it is expecting the same high quality of Spider-Man games you could get from Spider-Man 2 or Ultimate Spider-Man, and also falling for the advertisement that there's 4 different gameplay styles when there's only 2, beat 'em up or sneaking around. I'm sorry, but that's it. Granted, 2099 and Ultimate have like one little difference from the others, but that wasn't enough to completely change up the way you play as them. But yeah, out of all 4 Spider-Man, my favorite to play as was Noir. His levels were the best. Probably because they were a break from everything else, but whatever. I honestly don't know what I'm going to Let's Play next. I was planning to do a hunting game next, but I don't think I could make that like interesting to watch. Plus I suck at hunting games, so I'll probably just pick some random thing out of my collection, and you guys will see in like a few days, probably. Like in 2 days after I record this, or not after I record this, 2 days after I put this part up with the credits and whatnot. If I bother to include all the credits, I don't know. Yeah. There's bound to be some games I got in my collection that I believe are underrated gems, and more people should check them out. I mean, most definitely got like over 300 games. And I bet a lot of them people have never even heard of, outside of like a few videos mentioning them. I always got a couple that people just look at and go, "What the fuck is this?" And then I show it to them and they love it. Because they're great hidden gems. I mean, some of these systems do have a lot of hidden gems. People give a lot of these systems shit. In fact, the Wii gets way more shit than it deserves. Granted, a lot of games do not make good use of its motion controls. I mean, even Nintendo at times didn't. But there is a... God damn it, I don't care. Go away. Let us watch the credits. I don't know, but the Wii is great. I mean, if I get people saying they want me to show off all the missions I didn't do during the Let's Play, then fine. But that's just a lot. And having to re-go through all those levels. I mean, I'll do it. I'm not going to deny anyone. Like, if I get enough of enough people wanting to see it, then sure. But if no one says anything, I'm not going to do it. Mostly because I just think it'd be a waste of time, and there's no real reason to do it. As far as I know, there's no reward for doing every single mission. Now, if I find out there's a reward, like an extra level or something, then yeah, I'll do it. But as far as I know, there's no real reason to do it. But yeah, overall, I'd recommend this game. It's fun. Not my favorite Spider-Man game, but it's definitely a fun one, and I'm glad I finally beat this game. I've never beaten it before. On my own personal profile, I got to like whatever it was, the last Noir level, and then gave up. But on here, I didn't give up. Pursued all the way to the end, no matter how frustrating the journey got. And made it. Now just to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do next. Who knows? Got plenty to choose from. More than enough. You know, I barely scratched my backlog and whatnot of games I could play. Some games I'll most likely never LP, simply because I believe they're broken and unable to complete. Like not that the game disc is broken or anything, but like the game itself is broken and you can't get past certain sections of them. Others I would love to plug in and play, but I don't know. Have to figure that out. Well, as I've always said, if at least one of you enjoyed this Let's Play, then it was worth it. Every last bit of it was worth it. If 305 of you, out of my 306 subscribers, if 305 of you were pissed off and whatnot, hated this Let's Play or whatever, felt like unsubscribing or whatever, and just left, leaving me in the dust or whatever, but then one of you got an enjoyment from some section of it, then it makes the entire thing worth it. Every last little thing. Alright, I think this is the end of the... No, it's not. Oh, it was. Credits go on for a while, so I don't know if I'll keep them in. Ugh. Dan Buckley. Buckley. Names sound familiar. Like a YouTuber I really enjoy. Interns? Really? Interns on the list? That's just... What? The interns really give that much? Did the interns really put in that much? Into this game? I didn't think interns would do that much for a game. I don't know, I'm not a game designer though. Alright, is this the end of the credits? Looks like it. Alright, see you guys next Let's Play. As we get to see Mysterio. Bye bye. Have a great life. And I hope you'll return for whatever the next game is.